I'm at the Tathaastu Wellness Expo, and I'm talking to
Pandit Gopal Sharma.
And I understand you're a well-known vastu Feng Shui consultant.
Everybody is a student. This is a vast science ocean. So I'm a beginner.
A very humble master, from what I understand. So what's the difference between vastu and Feng Shui, and what is vastu? Enlighten me, please.
Basically, both are sciences of construction of a house and redesigning and furnishing of a house. Living in harmony with nature is vastu. This is more relevant when we are at designing stage. Shape and size is important in vastu. In Feng Shui, we are using the inside gadgets, inside sceneries, say mirrors, say colors, the furniture, the say wall clock, all the things, where they are to be used, how they are to be used, which room to be occupied by which person, where we can have our head, where we can look while studying. All these things are coming in this science. This makes you healthy, wealthy and happier.
Well, how do you make a person, say, wealthy? Let's talk about that. That's a popular subject.
Actually, we have to understand there are 8 directions: east, west, north, south, northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. Each direction is giving us something. North is the direction of career, opportunities, wealth, money, cash flow. Everybody is interested in that. So basic principle of Vastu says, in north you should have a underground water body. Say a lake, everybody can't have it. A swimming pool, everybody may not be able to have it. Then it is a science for everybody. So even for people who are living in apartments or small studios, they can also be benefited by this science by activating their north zone. How to activate? They can have, say, some water fountain. They can have some aquarium. Even putting a picture of some waterfall, maybe Niagara Fall, Victoria Fall, it may be some Vrindavan garden or any scenery which is having water, circulating water, moving ship, for example. That adds to the cash flow and career of the person.
Now, why water? Because it's very fluid, like currency, current?
That's
money and currency and current, is that the similarity? Why water?
Currency and crunch, I'm sorry, couldn't get it.
Currency and current.
Crunch.
Current, the water current.
Water current.
And currency.
Basically, you see, all the islands are very prosperous. We can say Hong Kong, Singapore, wherever water is all around, that is one way of getting more wealth. Another is having water in a particular direction, the direction of water. That is living in harmony. So it will bestow more wealth on a person.
And why the element water for wealth and not, say, a rock or a stone or air or fire, the other elements?
See, everything is important for a particular activity. This air zone gives you name and fame, correct? The zone of earth, this will give you more stability in life. But water gives you money, basically.
Okay. What kind of wisdom do I need to know that make me more practical when I leave the interview regarding vastu in my home? What kind of tips can you give us? Without going into too much detail, because everything's kind of custom.
Normally, people think that a particular direction house is only good. It's not like that. All directions are made by God the Almighty. All directions are good, except southwest direction. Because from north, positive magnetic energy is coming. From east, solar energy is coming. From northeast, both the energy is coming. So in one's life, one wants to be wealthy and healthy, both. So from northeast, both the positive energies are coming. And what is the diagonally opposite of northeast? That is southwest. There they are retaining. So that is the place of Sthir Lakshmi. Means where the wealth, goddess wealth, is to be stored. In case there is a door there. In case there is a swimming pool there, in case there is depression there, this means lot of money will be coming in the house. This is a common complaint of the people, that they are earning too much, but where it is going, they are not aware. Because southwest is having some problem. It is coming and going in the drain. Southwest should not be having low, light, or maybe some kitchen, so that it is being burnt, or toilet, so it is drained away. So the most important thing one should keep in mind is southwest door should not be there. Southwest, that kitchen should not be there, toilet should not be there.
So
and it can be any entry.
let me ask you this. What happens if it is that case? You can't renovate your kitchen. Is there something you can put there or to ward off that negative energy?
So there are two things. One is location, another is direction. In case we are at a planning stage, we can plan. Then we should have fire in a zone which is friendly to fire. This is called harmony, living in harmony with nature. So southeast is a zone which is assigned to fire. So either the kitchen should be in southeast zone or the adjoining east zone or south zone. That is okay. Or it can be in the air zone also. Air is northwest. So it can be in the northwest zone also. But it must not be in the water zone. Because water and fire don't go together. In case you find that some people are fighting always, they are working outside, they are in happy moods. When they enter the house, they are always fighting, disputes. That means water and fire are creating some problems.
So say, for example, your house is already built, you've been there for 20 years, and or you move into a house, you can't change it, and southwest, there's the entrance. What do you do?
Yes, definitely. We can improve upon the energy level. We can reduce the negativity. See,
how? That's the $1 million question.
Okay. When we are moving, say for example, on the road we are moving and there is a lighting. Traffic lights are there. At red light, all the traffic stops. So we need not have a wall over there. But it is controlled by the color. Correct? When yellow light is there, still 60-70% traffic stops. So in case southwest is the only door available, then we can have a yellow paint on the down. Earlier there used to be threshold, the fourth member, door and the door frame. One member, second member, third member, fourth member. If we create a fourth member, that means hurdle in coming the negative energy. So that will be very effective. In case we can't do it, even by having a strip of 4 inches, paint on the floor, yellow paint, that will also improve. That negative energy will be stopped as the traffic stops. We can have some small pyramids on the top. Depends on the convenience. There are different type of pyramids we can put on the top so that we can't avoid the attack, but we can increase our guards, isn't it? So that is the way of reducing the southwest entry. And in the kitchen, as you are saying, kitchen is already made. That is the location. But within the kitchen, again, if you do vastu, then in the water zone we have water, the fire zone we have fire, then it is averaged out. Things are much better. That interior arrangement we can do. Right?
Good. I notice you're a prolific writer and you've written quite a number of books. Do you want to walk me through some of them and maybe some tips on what each of them
This is a book which is prescribed in the IIT Kharagpur, which is the prime institution for these architects. Teach yourself vastu. It's theoretical. I mean,
anyone can
all
learn
the
that.
things are being explained.
So I can read that
lucidly.
and teach myself that in simple, easy steps.
Simple steps.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course. Then another, vastu corrections without demolition. As you already said, that house is already made, but we can't change it. Then interior, how we can improve upon.
Just like we talked about, yeah.
Another book. This is The Wonders of Paira Vastu and Feng Shui. That means designing stage is over. Inside, we are using Feng Shui to correct the deficiencies. But still, when Feng Shui is also over, still there are some problems, there are some areas where improvement is possible in the life of the people living inside the house. Then we use Paira Vastu, means pyramid's power also to compensate that negative energy. There is another book, Golden Sutras of Success. Basic a motivational one, so that either you change the things or you bear with it. Do good thing to others as you want them to do to yourself.
More of an internal thing.
Correct. This is another wonders of numbers. This is depending upon the zodiac sign. We are suggesting that when to take important decisions. It helps you to give your lucky period, unlucky period. It is also another book which is simple in the designing stage. For example, it is saying plot should be facing which direction. If it is facing a particular direction, it is having 10 marks. Second direction, 9 marks. Like that, you can self-evaluate your house. that where is the kitchen, where is the entry, where is the master bedroom, you can find out that your house is already having 70-80 marks. Even if one or two things are totally against vastu, we should not worry about it, because your health, wealth and happiness does not depend only on vastu. It depends on your good karmas also, on the planetary position also, the blessings of the elders and the God's mercy also. Another book, this is the actually Hindi of this particular book, Jani Upchar Paira Vastu or Feng Shui Dwara. Again, this is a first edition of Bina Tode Fode Vastu Sudhar. There are many other books which have been sold out. So basically there are 42 books including the Hindi version. So total 26 books. So you can say.
Okay. So people would obviously hire you to go to their house and fix it where it's already been obviously been built, and you'd give them advice. How long would it take you to go through a house?
How many?
How long would it take you to go through a house, depending on how many square feet?
Excluding the time period of journey, it takes normally 1 hour to 1.5 hours depending upon the size of the property.
That's pretty good. Okay. And do you travel around the world with these services?
Of course, almost all the world.
What's your favorite spot?
Pardon?
Where's your favorite spot?
Favorite place? Sorry?
Where's your favorite spot?
Favorite spot is Dubai. Because a lot of construction was going on there last 10 years. I've been going there for last 10 years. This Canada I came for last 4 years only. America of course last 10 years I've been coming. But I could be more useful to the people in Dubai because they were at construction stage, developing stage. So their business premises, their villas, their we can say the factory premises, they were all built. Part of them, say for 500 buildings were being built. So 50 of them took my consultancy. So they were built faster, no obstruction was there. They were sold at a place at a time when the price was at this level. The projects which completed 3 months later, price slashed down to 70%. 6 months means 40%. And the projects which started or delayed by over 1 year, then the prices came down to 30%. So that means those projects which were completed in time or fast without any hurdle, legal problem, labor problem, material problem, finance problem. So those people became my fans. That this is the person by spending few lakhs rupees, we could earn or save crores of rupees. So more and more mouth publicity, and that is the place best. And near also, 1.5 hour difference to India, so it doesn't affect my office working also.
So in other words, you're a good person to have. You're the kind of guest everybody wants. By the way, yeah, how'd you like my place? In other words, what would you say about it, right? After you have tea. More information, your website would be
panditgopalsharma.com. And if you forget that, just visit Google and say most sought after Vastu Feng Shui consultant. You will get my first name, and that will give you all the particulars.
Thank you. And this is one of your sponsors that brought you to Canada?
The person who is coordinating with me here in Canada. So he's providing you the people the Vastu friendly houses.
So obviously he uses your service to improve an existing home, or if they're building something new or involved with that, they would consult you. Would you sell the home sooner? And
welcome for any service, always.
Great.
Because service is the basic criteria, and then the rest of the things are secondary.
Great. I'd put my two hands together, but one of them is occupied. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.